Most guys that you come in contact with that do well with women, most guys that you interact with and you can observe, or you have visual evidence, or you just know that they're getting play like that. A lot of times they're the cool laid back type. They're very free flowing. They're very cool, laid back, easy to talk to. They are the type of guys that you would call cool, simple, straight to the point. If I could just pinpoint it with one word, it will be cool, laid back, relaxed. So whatever content creator that you're watching that's screaming at the top of their lungs, always looks pissed off, is always looks like they're about to erupt in tears because they're so damn pissed off and uptight. I'm gonna tell you this, fam. You can act like that, but I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna be missing out on a lot of opportunities. You dig what I'm saying? Aside from all the physical attributes that I talk about, or all the things that you would want to have as a man physically, such as working out, grooming, all this type of stuff, right? Aside from that, a free flowing, just laid back and cool demeanor is what's going to give you probably the best chance with young ladies. Because let's just face it, a lot of guys struggle socially. A lot of guys are socially fucked. You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it 100. A lot of guys are socially awkward and they have trouble having a regular conversation with a young lady. Let's get right into it. This is a midnight podcast, and we're going to be talking about that suave dude, that guy that's kind of in the cut almost, the guy that's kind of laid back, that when you talk to him, either man or woman, you're like, this guy is cool as hell. He's relatable. He's easy to talk to. Okay, let's talk about that guy. Fellas, when you are interacting with young ladies, just do me one favor. Forget all of these videos, black pill, red pill, blue pill, red fish, blue, whatever the hell videos that tell you all the doom and gloom aspects about young ladies. Am I saying to completely ignore these aspects? No, I'm not. But what I am saying is just forget that for a while and just relax. Relax. Forget all of those videos saying how women only go for 1% of men and 0%, 0.5% of men, and all this type of just negative shit. Because I'm going to tell you what, that average Joe that you see that has a cool laid back personality. I mean, don't let him be in shape though. Don't let him be physically attractive as well. Because that's the guy. That's the guy that's going to be slaying twat out here. The physically fit guy with a cool and laid back persona and free flowing attitude, free flowing persona and, laid back demeanor. That's the guy you got to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys that are physically fit, there's quite a few of them that don't do well socially. There's quite a few of them that do not know how to have a simple conversation with a young lady, how to have a free-flowing conversation that's going to make her laugh. You dig what I'm saying? It's going to make her feel, good. And I know what a lot of people are saying. Oh, man, you got to do all of this for women and stuff. Like I said, average guys out here are getting cat. When I was working in a restaurant, we had some chicks that were bad. Now, before I get you incels that barely even kissed a chick in their whole lives, talking about, oh, those are 3s and 4s, rating women 3s and 4s that you can never even get, right? Before you start saying all that, stop the cap. Stop it. And I'm sorry to use generic, cringy slang, like stop the cap. But for real though, stop the cap. Because these same type of chicks Very, very pretty young ladies. These same type of chicks that a lot of dudes will front and be like, oh, that's a 2, that's a 3. Behind closed doors, they'll be blowing up her DM or text message. I've seen it in person, and I just had to get that out the way real quick, just in case someone is like, "Oh, these beautiful women or pretty girls, they only care about you being super rich and having a Lamborghini and having a mansion, and you being point zero one and having a corporate owning a corporation, all that bullshit." Okay, average guys, and I've seen this firsthand because remember, guys, everything that I talk about is from personal experience. Average guys are pulling these chicks just by having a cool personality. And I'm gonna give you guys an example of what I mean by cool personality. Okay. I know you guys had an uncle, a teacher, a coach, something of that nature, some kind of patriarchal or, some kind of masculine figure that you looked up to, your father, a lot of guys that were fortunate enough to have a dad in their life, okay, uncle, whatever. And everybody knew, a masculine figure that was cool as hell, easy to talk to, that when you talk to him, you just feel like, yeah, like relaxed. Like you don't have to be uptight around this person. You don't have to, you know, fake and front and put on a whole other persona and act different around them. You know, them type of people that when they walk in the room, everyone just shuts up and stops talking because they know this person is annoying and they know that that this person is gonna start talking shit or rain on their parade. Yeah, that's not the person I'm talking about. I'm talking about the guy that when he comes in, everyone's like, ah, yeah, that's that boy Tarek, or that's that boy Joe, or that's that boy Dylan. I don't know why that name came to my head. That's that boy Tyrone. That's that boy Carlos. Whatever. He's cool as hell. It's that coworker that you're glad to see when he comes in because you know he's cool as hell. See, that's the type of personality trait that gets a lot of play, that gets a lot of action. That type of guy right there, more times than not, 9 times out of 10, if he can talk to women like that, he's getting some kind of play because young ladies are stuck in a rut just like we are. They're stuck in monotony. They're stuck in a boring ass job. They're stuck behind a desk. Let me tell you guys something. The chick that you're thirsting over, the chick that you just be beating your meat to and just fantasizing about at night and all that, she has a boring ass life. She goes to work and then she comes home and then she watches Netflix and eats a cheeseburger. That's pretty much her life. You dig what I'm saying? That's pretty much what she does. So by you being that cool, laid back, flirtatious, the art of flirtation is really it's something that I don't really hear about too much in these spaces. Now, a lot of guys talk about game, a lot of guys talk about game, and I guess this will be classified as game. But with guys that practice game, it's almost like a strategy. It's almost like they're giving you an autistic type of game plan to talk to women. Oh, go up and ask her what her favorite color is. And then when she tells you what her favorite color is, tell her it's really not. And then make fun of her shoes. Like that. That's what I think of when I think of game. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm talking about the guy that can just, and like I said, fellas, I'm telling y'all from experience, the best way, or the most way that I had got with young ladies was pretty much talking to them like a regular person, joking around a little bit, having some fun. A lot of chicks' lives are boring as hell, just like y'all. So by you being that guy that's kind of that release, that's kind of free flowing. And there's a difference. I know what someone is thinking. There's a difference between, I guess you could call it jester maxing. Jester maxing means you're making a damn fool of yourself and you're screaming at the top of your lungs and trying to get attention and trying to get everyone in a room to laugh. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're one-on-one with the chick, you might crack a little joke on her. You feel me? You just talk, you're talking about what she likes to do, or you just like, okay, all right, hey, look, let's chill, let's go out sometime, something like that. A little bit of flirting, free flowing. Just let her talk a little bit, and give a basic ass answer back to her and keep the conversation just flowing. And trust me, if she's attracted to you, that's really all you need. That's really all you need. You don't need all of these fancy pickup lines and all of these extravagant wordplay, wordsmith, Shakespearean type of lines. You don't need any of that. You just need a basic ass convo that is fun and free flowing. And really, guys, a lot of these guys make hooking up with a chick, if that's really your ultimate goal, they make that shit so complicated. It's really not. All you got to do is just be like, all right, cool. Hey, look, let's go back to the spot. Let's get up out of here. Just me and you. We could chill, relax, have a drink or two if you drink. And if she likes you, if she's physically attracted, she's going to say yes. She's gonna say yes. It's not that hard, because at that point, she's like, okay, this guy is cool. He's fun. He's laid back. I could just talk to him, right? And he's laid back. He must do well with women. She's gonna automatically assume that he must do well with women. He must be a player. He must be a F-boy. Not saying that F-boy, not saying every single chick likes F-boys, but you guys get what I'm saying. He must do well with women. That's what she's gonna think, just by you having a calm, cool, relaxed demeanor. Because most guys, when they get around young ladies, they start tripping up over their words. They start fucking just stumbling over there, but you know what I'm saying? They can't hold a simple conversation. They start tripping. They start getting nervous. Right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I'm out. Peace.